Hello again. One of the questions that I often get asked before someone looks into buying a home is, do you recommend a home and termite inspection? Now, in my opinion, it's an absolute necessity to have a home inspection done because buying a home is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make. To me, it doesn't make sense to fork out all this money on a home without knowing fully what you are getting into, and that is why I believe a home and termite inspection is essential. Now, another reason why the home inspection is important is that it can be used as a contingency in your purchase offer. This contingency provides that if significant defects are revealed by a home inspection, you can back out of your offer free of penalty within a certain time frame. Home inspectors do vary in experience, ability and thoroughness, but a good inspector should examine certain components of the home you want to purchase and then produce a report covering his or her findings. In my experience, the total inspection lasts 2 to 3 hours, and it's a good idea for you to be present at the inspection to get a first-hand explanation of the inspector's findings and, if necessary, ask any questions. Also, this makes sense as any problems the inspector uncovers are easier to understand if you see them in person instead of relying solely on the snapshot photos in the report. Now, the inspector should note whether each problem is a safety issue, a major defect or a minor defect. He should also note items that are suitable for now, but that should be monitored closely, and which items need replacement, and which should be repaired and serviced. A really great inspector will even tell you about routine maintenance that should be performed, and that can be a great help if you're a first-time home buyer. The inspector will also check the exterior and the interior for things like damaged or missing siding, cracks, problems with the foundation or the grading, and he'll check the roof for missing tiles and shingles, and he'll check the plumbing, the electrical, the heating and ventilation and the air conditioning systems. Now, the home inspector will also check whether there are any conditions that invite wood destroying insects, but note that it is the pest inspector and not the home inspector who will check actual damage from these insects, and the inspector will let you know which problems are cosmetic and which could be more serious. One thing you should note though is that a home inspection can't identify everything that might be wrong with the property. It only checks for visual clues to problems. For example, if the home's doors do not close properly or the floors are slanted, the foundation may have a crack, but if the crack can't be seen without pulling up all the flooring in the house, a home inspector can't tell you for sure if it's there. But in my opinion, it's still a good idea to get a home inspection done, because once you have the results of your home inspection, you then have a couple of options. First, if the problems are too significant or too expensive to fix, you can choose to walk away from the purchase as long as the purchase contract has an inspection contingency. Second, for problems large or small, you might ask the seller to fix them or reduce the purchase price or give you a cash credit at closing to fix the problems yourself. And this is where the inspection can pay for itself several times over. The bottom line is that a home and termite inspection will cost you a little bit of time and money, but in the long run you'll be very glad you did it. The inspection can reveal problems that you may be able to get the current owners to fix before you move in, saving you time and money. And if you're a first-time home buyer, an inspection can give you a crash course in home maintenance and a checklist of items that need attention to make your home as safe and sound as possible. So don't skip this important step in the home buying process. It's worth every penny.